a simple oil lamp lost to time. Yet, legends say within it lies a power beyond imagination. The tale of the Djinn's lamp has captivated people for centuries. Stories tell of an object that could summon a Djinn, a supernatural being capable of granting desires beyond human reach. Wealth, power, even fate itself could be rewritten. But at what cost? Where did this legend begin? Is it just a fairy tale? Or does it have deeper roots in ancient beliefs about Djinn and the mystical objects said to contain them? Was the lamp a symbol, a metaphor, or could it have been inspired by something real? This is the legend of the Djinn's lamp. The tale of the Djinn's lamp is one of power, temptation, and the dangers of getting exactly what you wish for. Though best known from 1001 Nights, this legend is much older, rooted in ancient Middle Eastern and North African traditions of spirits, magic, and cursed artifacts. In many cultures, objects have been believed to act as vessels for supernatural entities, whether protective amulets or dangerous prisons. The idea of binding spirits within containers is found across history, from King Solomon's legendary control over the Djinn to European folklore about demons sealed in bottles. But the Djinn's lamp is unique because of what it represents. Not just supernatural power, but the human desire to control fate itself. To truly understand the legend, we must explore its origins, its wielders, those who sought it, the powers it was said to grant, and the echoes of its magic that still influence our world today. The origins of the Djinn's lamp are deeply intertwined with the broader mythology of Djinn themselves. In pre-Islamic Arabian folklore, Djinn were not inherently good or evil. They were spirits of smokeless fire, living in a parallel world, sometimes crossing into ours. Some were wise and benevolent, others were tricksters, and some were outright malicious. The most famous early legend of Djinn-bound artifacts comes from the stories of King Solomon. According to Islamic and Jewish traditions, Solomon possessed a mystical seal ring, which granted him command over spirits, including powerful Djinn. Some versions claim he used his wisdom to trap rebellious spirits in copper or brass vessels, sealing them away with divine inscriptions. The concept of imprisoning supernatural beings in containers spread beyond religious texts and became a common motif in Middle Eastern folklore. Over time, these spirits became less like biblical demons and more like capricious wish-granters, leading to the 1001 Nights version of the Djinn's lamp. The most famous tale, Aladdin and the Magic Lamp, was introduced to European audiences in the 18th century by French translator Antoine Galland. Yet, Aladdin's story is notably absent from older Arabic manuscripts of 1001 Nights, leading some scholars to believe Galland either invented or adapted the tale from a lost source. While the lamp, as we know it, may be a later embellishment, the idea of spirits trapped within objects stretches back centuries. But was the Djinn's lamp merely a symbol of the fantastical, or was it inspired by real magical traditions? The most famous wielder of the Djinn's lamp is Aladdin, a young street thief who stumbles upon the artifact and gains the ability to summon a powerful, wish-granting spirit. But if we look beyond fiction, we find figures who allegedly controlled supernatural forces in a similar way. Solomon's mastery of Djinn was said to be legendary. Stories claim that he ordered spirits to construct great structures, including the fabled Temple of Solomon. Some traditions even suggest that his artifacts, whether a ring or a lamp, held power long after his death, hidden away in secret locations. Medieval Islamic and Jewish texts also describe occultists attempting to summon and bind spirits using elaborate rituals. Some alchemists and mystics, like the 12th century Andalusian scholar Ibn Arabi, wrote about jinn as entities that could be contacted under specific conditions. In some cases, these beings were said to be contained within vessels, much like the legendary lamp. Throughout history, rulers and magicians alike have sought control over the unseen. Whether through magic rings, ancient scrolls, or sacred lamps, the allure of commanding supernatural forces has never faded. But if such power did exist, who else might have sought it? If you're enjoying this page of the Codex, remember to subscribe down below for more like it. If you have an idea for the next video essay, please reach out with a comment down below so we can check it out, because we love you and we want you to be involved as a community. Now back to the video. As with all legendary relics, the Djinn's lamp has inspired seekers, adventurers, and even treasure hunters who hope to uncover its secrets. Some stories claim that long after Solomon's time, scholars and mystics sought out his hidden artifacts, believing them to contain remnants of divine wisdom. From medieval Islamic caliphs to European explorers, many believed that lost relics of the ancient world could grant supernatural power. During the Crusades, tales spread of hidden magical artifacts in the Middle East. Some speculated that the Knights Templar were not just searching for holy relics, but also for mystical objects tied to Solomon's legend. Others point to lost Arabic manuscripts hinting at enchanted objects locked away in forgotten tombs. Even today, the legend persists. Could an ancient, inscribed vessel still lie buried beneath the sands of Arabia, waiting to be found? The Djinn's lamp is no ordinary artifact. It is a conduit between worlds, a bridge between human ambition and supernatural forces. It is best known for its ability to grant wishes, but across centuries of myth and legend, its powers have been described in ways both wondrous and terrifying. Is it a gift of fortune, or a curse upon those who wield it? At its core, the lamp is said to be a prison, binding an immensely powerful jinn within its walls. In most stories, rubbing the lamp releases the spirit, who then grants a set number of wishes, often 3. But these wishes are rarely straightforward. In early tales, jinn are known to twist desires, exploiting loopholes and turning a master's own words against them. Even when granted as intended, the fulfillment of a wish often leads to unexpected consequences, reflecting a recurring theme of hubris and fate. In modern retellings, particularly those influenced by Western adaptations, the lamp has been softened into an object of whimsical magic, with the Djinn, now commonly referred to as a genie, depicted as a loyal or even comedic servant. Yet the older versions of the legend paint a much darker picture. The Djinn are not friendly helpers, but powerful and often vengeful beings, bound against their will, always seeking a way to twist their master's fate in their favor. Unlike the sanitized wish-granting entity of children's tales, these Djinn were known to be deceptive, cruel, and sometimes outright destructive, turning desire into downfall. The Djinn's lamp is one of the most recognizable symbols of magic and mystery. First popularized through 1001 Nights, the tale of Aladdin introduced the idea of a wish-granting lamp to the wider world. Since then, it has taken on countless forms in literature, video games, and film. From Disney's Aladdin to The Thief of Baghdad, the story has been reshaped, often turning the unpredictable and powerful Djinn into a more playful or benevolent figure. Yet, at its core, the lamp's wish-granting power often mirrors the classic Faustian bargain, offering seemingly limitless rewards while concealing dire consequences for those who seek to control forces beyond their understanding. Beyond fiction, the idea of spirits bound to objects persists in folklore, occult traditions, and paranormal legends. Some scholars connect the Djinn's lamp to older myths of imprisoned demons, including tales of King Solomon sealing spirits within vessels. In gaming and fantasy media, magical lamps and wish-granting entities continue to shape stories. For example, in The Monkey's Paw by W. Jacobs, a seemingly innocuous object grants wishes, but each wish comes with unintended and tragic consequences. Similarly, in the Wishmaster horror series, a malevolent Djinn grants wishes, but with horrific and often deadly results. In the 1958 film, The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, a magical lamp plays a key role, continuing the tradition of lamps imbued with mystical power. Even in video games, this trope persists. In the Sims franchise, wish-granting objects like the Lamp of the Genie allow players to summon a genie who grants wishes, often with unexpected consequences. The Djinn's lamp represents something deeper than just a physical ancient relic. It represents the human desire for power, control, and the allure of the unknown. Its story endures because it taps into a universal truth, the longing for something greater and the risks that come with it. For centuries, tales of wish-granting lamps have captivated us, each story reminding us of the consequences that come with fulfilling our deepest desires. The myth of Aladdin, the grim warnings of the monkey's paw, and countless other tales illustrate a simple yet powerful idea. Perhaps the lamp itself is a myth, but the lessons it carries are as relevant as ever. In the end, it's not just about the power to change fate. It's about the wisdom to understand the consequences of our choices. So remember, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. If you made it this far in the video, we think you probably liked it. so please make sure to subscribe to get a steady stream of endless historic and mythical lore. It will only take you a second. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see you next time.